Are you ready to be a little bit more AI ready by 2026, especially as a virtual assistant? In the last video, I walked you guys through the typical process that I would walk someone through if they wanted to become a virtual assistant by the next year. And in this video, I'm going to dive in how you can be more AI ready as we go into the next year. Now, at this point, ChatGPT has been out basically for almost 3 years now. It came out 2022. I'm recording this November 2025. And in the last 3 years, it has changed so much, both as a tool that we use in every day, but it also has changed a lot in the way that we do our work every single day. And that's also why I created the AVA community, or the AI for VAs community, on both nas.io and on Facebook, to kind of have a space where people can ask questions and grow with using AI. So if you guys want to join that community, go ahead and check out the link below. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through how you can be a little bit more AI ready as we start the new year. Now, the first thing is to actually sign up for a tool. So if you still have not signed up for any AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, whatever tool it may be, you have to start there of just signing up for a free account. You don't have right away to go into paid. It took me, I think, a year and a half before I actually then switched to paid, just because I wanted to see the extent of what the free version or the free account could get me. And then maybe later on, you can look at the paid version. But the first point of this is to kind of get yourself familiar with using the AI tool if you haven't already yet. And if you're already done, you can skip this part. And of course, go into learning the different ways that you can use these tools. And it could vary from learning just how to prompt. And if you've seen some of my videos before, I teach you guys all the time the WHOA method, which is giving the AI tool the who you are, what you do, who you work with, the outcome that you need, asking it, are you ready? And then the how basically you want it done. So if I was going to create an email writer assistant, I would say I run a virtual assistant company in the Philippines. Our target market are people who are coaches and consultants, and I need you to be my email responder assistant. Here are a few examples of how I would usually respond to emails, and then I'll paste in emails that I've done before. I'll ask it, are you ready? And then respond in a way similar to my current voice of how I respond to emails. And that is as simple as just then I now have an email responder assistant. It could also just be going through a ton of other people's videos, including my videos on this channel on different ways that you can use AI Assistant for your day-to-day, whatever that may look like for you. Now, the main place that you can always start are the tasks that are recurring for you and what it is that you do. So again, email is just one, just because you do respond to emails a lot. It could be calendar management, it could be project management, it could be social media management. There's a lot of different ways that you can start using AI right with the tasks that you're doing now. AI is a tool, so keep in mind that you are using it to make your current work better, not as a shortcut, but just to make it better. Keep in mind, again, it is a tool. It can only multiply how good you are right now. It's not going to magically make everything else better for you when it comes to your output. Next is to just experiment. As you've now signed up, you have the basics essentially of how to talk to an AI, how to use an AI, is to just experiment. Just try to see how many things or how many tasks or outcomes that you do, you can start doing with the AI or ChatGPT. And again, this is a tool. Just like how before we would use Paint, before Canva came out, we used to use Paint for the weirdest graphics, and then we had Photoshop, and then we had Canva. It made it a little bit easier for non-super techie or artsy people like myself to be able to create a lot of graphics. It's the same thing with the AI tool. You are using it as a way to show off the things that you have in your head and then actually making it into a reality. It's not supposed to fully replace you as a person. It's not a substitute of you. It's supposed to empower or amplify what you already have. So as you're going through the experimentation, just do a lot of the tests of figuring out what makes sense for you to replace with AI rather than going ahead and replacing you. You're empowering the tasks that you're currently doing, so then you can do them a little bit better and maybe even a little bit faster. Next is then going ahead and building your first AI assistant. Now, I did walk you through the prompting method that I would use, or that I've used in the last 3 years essentially when it comes to creating AI assistants. But as you've started identifying what are the things that you can start like creating with AI, it's naming them. So for example, I know some friends of mine actually give them like human names of like, this is Tim, this is my, copywriting assistant, this is, Gabriel, this is my, art assistant, whatever it is, the point of it is that you're now starting to use AI assistants for their, what you're needing them for, not having to keep creating new threads or new blank canvases basically with AI. You're continuing to use the tool that you have already used and not having to kind of keep skipping and retraining that AI assistant. Next is to just kind of treat it then as a habit, is to make sure that you are putting in the work of learning and training and giving feedback to AI. Then you also are taking in feedback on how you can use AI a little bit better every single time, because then it becomes part of your workflow. It becomes kind of your everyday. Even if you don't have a client right now as a virtual assistant, it's still good to kind of ramp up those skills, because more and more clients are looking for assistants who can adapt to using AI in their day-to-day. So it's just going to help boost, if anything, your chances of getting hired if you are able to actually really learn how to use AI. And of course, don't go at it alone. There's a ton of resources, there's a ton of communities, just like the Ava community, where we go ahead and give you like weekly challenges, or you can ask questions, or you can experiment with other people as well on how to do certain things. So you can also see how else you can better work with the tool. I know with a lot of the developments with AI, it can be this big, scary, I don't even want to look at this thing. But the more that you start getting comfortable as early as now, you can still be honestly considered as an early adopter, just because it's still in the phase where a lot of people are still a little bit resistant on it. And since you are like watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're someone who is open to learning, to getting feedback from it, to growing with AI. And that is the thing that I do when I see in the future, is just more people using and growing themselves with AI rather than resisting it or overall getting, quote unquote, replaced by AI. Now, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below any questions you might have when it comes to using AI as a virtual assistant. I would love to know. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday on how to work from home, especially with AI. And if you're growing a business with AI, make sure to check out my second channel right here and check out the latest video right here. Hope you guys have an amazing and fantastic day. And remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!